So today's session, GeoGebra tutorials. Simple ideas only. Even I am also in the learning mode only. Okay, somehow we are bringing our idea into the new curriculum and the new system. So we thought this will be useful for the children. Maybe children will learn faster than us. So tomorrow, when they come and ask any doubt in this one, we should not be in a position we cannot explain that. And so it's important for us also to know about this. So I have taken only two concepts, thinking that the time will be sufficient only for these two ideas. First one I have taken as graph of a function. So we will try to plot different graphs here, f of x, any function like x square, 1 by x, x cube, any graph we will plot it. Then we will try to give a constant. If you add a constant f of x plus a, what is the change in the graph? You give the addition to the x, increment in the x. Then what will be the change? Whether the domain changes, the range changes, what are all the changes? It will be a useful tool to explain about the domain and range with this concept. Similarly, if minus x is there, f of minus x, x is changed by minus x, then what is the nature of the graph, how the domain changes, how the range changes. So these are all we can discuss. Minus f of x, reflection, we will get reflection of one graph about the x-axis we will get. So these are all one function, one basic function we have, like x square we have, then x minus 2 whole square, what is how it will be, x plus 2 whole square, what will be. These are all easy for us to explain. So that is why I have taken this idea. This is only to understand the domain and range and the family of function. Okay, so the process is like this. Let us all take our graphic note. So draw the graph of the function f of x is equal to x square as the basic function I have taken. We are going to create a slider with an increment 0.1. How to create a slider and all we will explain. Okay, and
ma'am, are you sharing GeoGebra, ma'am?
no, I am sharing my PPT now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just explaining what I'm going to do. Okay. So, and then observe the graph of f of x changes according to the slider A. So create an input box for editing the function and the slider A. Let us try this with the different functions. This is what we are going to do. So here we have all the tools. I have taken the version 6. It will be differ in version 5. Okay. So depending upon that, please, everything will be there, but the position only will be different in different versions. So first we have to understand the move curve here. You can move if you click this one, we can move this graphic sheet wherever and whenever we require, we can move like this one. Okay, and if you want a freehand drawing, you can use that pen. If you want, you can take a pen and you want to draw something, you want to write something. Okay, A, B, C, something if you want to write, that is also possible. If you want to select a point, okay, and if you simply click that one, and if you select a point, it is possible. Okay, select a point, it is possible here. And all these objects or point on the object, okay, attached it, intersection, midpoint, center, everything. See the left and the bottom, it will, there is a help box is also given. Okay, a help box is also given. It will tell you on its own what you have to do. Okay, see a point means if I am keeping my pointer on this one point, so it will show there what you have to do. Select a position or line or function or curve, that automatically it will tell you what you have to do. So if I am clicking this point button, then I have to click somewhere in the graph, then only that point. And whenever we are doing all this one, that point will be listing here. If you want to hide this particular point, okay, you can hide, just to click it, it will go. Okay, you are hiding certain things, you don't want that to show, you can hide this, or you can project this, anything you can do. For example, let me draw a line here. Okay, a line here, I am drawing a line. So here I have drawn a line, and now the problem sometimes will happen. No, your mouse pointer is now in the line. Okay, now if you by mistake also, if you somewhere you click, no, it will start creating more lines in this one. So this kind of problem initially you may face. Okay, so what we have to do for this kind of thing is immediately you have to come back to the move mode. you have to come back to whatever taken, whether perpendicular line, parallel line, anything you have clicked first, come back to the move pointer one more time. Then that function will not trouble you. Or by mistake, you have done something also. You can here, you'll right hand corner, there is an arrow mark, just like any other Word or Excel document. You can do that undo. You do the undo, it will go automatically. Everything will vanish. Okay, by mistake if you are doing also. So that is one thing we have to remember. Otherwise, if you are clicking somewhere, some point, it will on its own, it will create points. Okay, you will be wondering where you are getting the points from. Okay, and again, line segment. Line segment means you have to 2 points you have to select. And if you want the line segment with the length, then you click this one. It will automatically show the line segment with the length. For example, if I am clicking this one, I am keeping so the length. Okay, this is to draw prescribed length line. So 5 centimeter. If I have to draw, it will automatically create the file length, and it will automatically give name also. See, F is given, the name will be given. Okay, and if you want to show that it is 5 centimeter, okay, you go to the settings. Okay, you can go to the settings here. Okay, here also a lot of things are there. Okay, here the show label, there is a show label button here. Here name only is there. That is why F alone it is showing. If you are clicking this name and value, then it will show the value also. F equal to 5. That value also you will get here. Okay, if you want only the name here, okay, you can keep only that. If you want to change the color of this line, okay, that is also possible. Style, you want the style to be dotted lines. You want to show this to dotted lines or any line, that is also possible. So anything like how you are using an Excel sheet or a Word sheet, in a similar manner, all these are there. We just have to explore it and find out where these buttons are. In different versions, it will be in a different position. If we are using mobile version, it will be in a different place. Just we have to explore where it will be. Okay, and you can just close this one. So these are just a line segment, ray, polygon, everything. Now if you want to draw perpendicular lines, okay, so here I have a line given, DE is my line. Okay, I have to draw a perpendicular line for this one. So what I have to do is I will just click on that line, and I need a point also. If I fix that point, I will get a perpendicular line. Like this, I can draw perpendicular line anywhere I want to. Okay, now if you want to show what is the angle of this one to the children, between any two line, you want to show the angle, you click both the lines, it will show the angle automatically. So here one line, second line, I'm clicking here. Okay, it is not showing because this is now a dotted line. Probably I have to change this. So let me show. One second. So these are all some of the problems we will face. Even I am also in the learning mode only. Kindly excuse me. Okay. Sorry. This, I think I have clicked the wrong button. So I don't know where I have went wrong. I'm sorry for that. Let me draw another line. See, here it is on its own. It is showing the angle because my cursor is now in the angle mode. So what I have to do, I have to immediately go back to the move mode. Then only it will be there. So let me draw two lines here. For example, if I want to draw lines, I can simply type here also the required line. This is how I taught the LPP chapter for my students. Okay, so minus 5, okay, is equal to 0. Suppose, sorry. Okay, so one line I have drawn here. Okay, and let me draw another one. So I have drawn another line here. If I have to find the angle between this one, what I was trying to tell is click the angle here and click both this line, you will get the angle. So the outer angle you got here like this. If you want the inner one, I think you have to press this line first and then this line, then you will get. Let me do the undo. 1 second. If I click this one, I'm not sure why it is not showing. Okay, some other mistake is happening. I'm sorry, I don't know why it is so. Okay, now if I have to find the slope of a line, okay, it is possible to find the slope. It will immediately give the slope, area, and all these things here you will get. So if I have to find the slope, it will give the slope immediately. So the slope of this line will be m equal to 0.25. It's a very tool for us for the calculus. Okay, and area is also useful in teaching the integration chapter. Okay, and this is a point about reflection, to reflect a point, to reflect a line. All these things can be done using this one. And this is a slider. Slider rule is very, very important. So slider means here, if you select a position, okay, select a position, it will ask you from where to where the point has to move. Okay, so I am clicking here. A is my slider name. So I'm giving my slider name. It will automatically say the name. So A is equal to 1. Increment from where to where it has to move. So you can give here, it is automatically by default -5 to +5 it will show. You can change this to -10 to +10 in according to your need. You can change this one. And increment on which basis, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, etc. It has to change, or 0.01, 0.1, etc. Which way it has to change, you yourself can give the command here. So if I keep a slider here like this, it will come like this. Now let me show you one thing here. Once you create a slider, 1 second. Now sorry, come back always to move. Otherwise you will always have this problem. Okay, whatever you are doing, come back to the move mode every time. So I'm repeating that. So here only slider is showing, isn't it? Now let me type my function here. Okay, I'm typing my function f of x, okay, equal to, 1 second. F of x is equal to what I am trying to give is, 1 second. Here, this is the input box. Okay, this is the input box. What I want is I'm giving a comma a square. I'm giving a comma a square. So let us see what is happening. A comma a square. Okay, 1 point. See, 1.1 comma 1, because my a is at a 1. My a is at 1. So the point G is showing here at a 1 comma 1. If I move the slider here, that point G, you can see that it is moving. Okay, the point G is moving. So 0, a equal to 0, it will come to 0 comma 0. Okay, it will move like this. Now you can show the movement of the point like this using the slider. So it's a very important tool here to show the animation and all. Okay, and if you click that G, if you click that G, okay, and show the trace, if you are giving show trace, okay, and now you move, let us see what happens. It will show the trace. Now this way you can tell your children that the locus, the idea of the locus. Okay, the graph a comma a square is nothing but y equal to x square graph is the collection of all these points. It's the locus of these points. You can tell that it is a group of points, and this way you can explain that. Hello, am I audible? Are you listening, teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Continue.
Yeah. So in this way you can, this is one tool. I'm just introducing all the tools to you. And here there is a text box. If you have done something and you want to, the use of this one is you can always create an applet. What we are creating and saving here is called as an applet. Okay, already ready-made applets are also available in this one. Okay, if you are creating something, you can give a name. For example, I am showing the locus of a curve. So I can write what is the name of that one, locus of a point, I can mention that. So it will show the text here. So what is it about? You can tell that. So these are all some of the tools, and here input box is there. So let me take a new one now. Okay, a new sheet I am taking. I am not, it will automatically ask you whether you have to save it or not. I am giving don't save. So I want a simple sheet only. Okay. So here, y equal to x square, a function, let me give first. Y is equal to x square. I am giving a function, familiar graph. Okay, function I have given. Let me create a slider also. Okay, let me create a slider also with an increment 0.01. Okay, and let me take a point here on this graph. Okay, and the point I want in such a way that the point is should move with the slider. So what I'm giving is capital A equal to, as I said, because we needed to connect our slider to the graph. So this way you can connect it. Okay, A square. In this way you can connect. Now I got selected one point on the graph, and which will move according to my slider. Okay, which will move according to my slider. So here that A means 1.6. 1 point, when A equal to 2 means that point will stop at this particular point, isn't it? It will stop at A. So the movement you can show here like this. So this is a useful one. Okay. Now another tool which is here is input box. This is also helpful, but whereas you can input here also, more than one method is there to do the input box. For example, the use I will tell you. Here input box means I have to select a column here like this. So caption I will give, what is the name, what I have to give, they are asking you. So function. So I will simply give function. Then, sorry, some mistake happened. Function, then the caption to link with which object. So it will list you everything what I have already given. What I want is to link with the f, y is equal to x square function I have to link with. So if I do that, I will get my input box here. Now, whenever I want to change a function and talk about my domain or the range, here maybe I am explaining about my domain. Domain is minus infinity to infinity. The range is from 0 to infinity. Now I want to talk about what if my function value is minus 2 the whole square. Okay, if I want, I can simply give that change in this one. I can simply give that change in this one. It will automatically change the graph. So this is one method. You can also give the change in this input box here also, left hand, this algebra portion also. Okay, what we are getting here, equations, the points, all these are called the algebra window. And what we are getting here is the graphic window. We can even find one more graphic window. More than one sheet is possible here. You can choose that from the right and 3 corners here you have. So one second. One second. So here in this one, the right hand corner, I hope you are seeing this one, the right hand corner, see the mouse. Okay, here some objects are there which will be useful for you. Okay, if I want to show, I don't want to show my axis, so I can put a click button here. I can hide my axis here. Okay, if I don't want the graphic sheets on that one, okay, then I can show only the plain one, like this one I can show. Okay, and if I have to show my graph in the center of my computer, so it is the home here, home button, and different tools here. Okay, settings are available to show the axis. You can choose the whether 0 1 2 3 etc you want, or 2 4 6 etc you want, what is the range, or you want the pi by 2 mode for the sine graph, cosine graph, everything we can do the change in this position. Okay, x-axis, for example, x-axis, if you give here the distance, if you give, see here pi comes, pi by 2 1, which mode you want, that you can choose from this one. Okay, similarly y-axis. Okay, and you want the grid to be shown, you put a tick mark to that one, grid will be shown. So all these are available, and there are a lot of different graphic tools also. CAS, computer algebraic system, graphic to one more graph sheet you can open. 3D graphics is there, still we have to explore on that. Spreadsheet is available. Spreadsheet is very important to teach the limit of a function. So as and when we are approaching to one, what is the change in the function? All these we can give here. Limit idea we can show easily. It is just the idea of the Excel sheet only. Okay, it's a usage of Excel sheet only. Spreadsheets is available. So all these different tools are available in this one. Let me hide that. Okay, so these are some of the basic things. 1 second. I'm sorry, 1 second. Something has happened. 1 second. I couldn't hide my spreadsheet mode. Okay, graphing. So here, if you select the graphic mode again, it will come back to the graphic mode. Okay, so shall we do together something? Or okay, one more we will explain here, circle with a center. That also we will explain here. Circle, suppose you have to draw the circle. If you simply select only the center, you need any radius, it can be, means you can select the first option. So center, if I click this one, and if I simply change this, maybe the radius is equal to 3. If I click that one, I will get a circle. See, circle equation also will show in the algebraic window. X square plus y square is equal to 9. It will show here. Or you want to show circle with a already set radius, then you click here, maybe the point center you can press. They will ask itself what is the radius to be given. So maybe I am giving 6 centimeter as my radius. So I will get a circle with a 6 centimeter. In this way, these are the tools. Actually, this is self-explanatory also. See the bottom line, left hand, if I touch upon this one itself, it will tell you what you have to do. Select a center at the point, then a point on the circle. It will tell you what you have to do. Okay, so ellipse, parabola, everything we can draw here. Okay. So these are the basic tools. This is the move, zoom in, zoom out, hide. If you want to hide something, you can do that. Okay, all these tools are, as and when you use it, you will become familiar with that one. With some applets, if you try to create, it will automatically be handy to you. Shall we try some that derivatives? Shall we try, or you want the basic to try? Anybody is trying along with me?
Yes, ma'am. I tried, ma'am.
Okay. So that is one important idea, which my first slide of the PPT shows here, this one, to explain about g of x is equal to f. Shall we do this one first? Okay, with the increment 0.1, g of x, f of x plus a. Observe how the graph changes according to a. Okay, we are trying to explore how the domain changes, how the range changes. So that's what we are trying to tell. So let me take a new one. Okay, new spreadsheet. Automatically it will ask you whether the old one to save or not. So don't save. If you give, you will always get that one. So my first one is function. I have to choose. You can either give name or simply y is equal to x square. You give keypad will be available here. So y is equal to x square. I am giving the function here. Okay, then what is telling? Then I have to create a slider a with the increment 0.1. So I'm going to create a slider. Okay. So I'm going to create a slider. So increment with the a. So create slider. If you click that one, they will ask you where you have to place the slider. So I'm clicking the position. Then there are a lot of ideas are there. Integer method 1, 2, 3, etc. You want to move, or real number wise you have to move. All these things they will ask on its own. So here 0.01 real number only I want. So I'm giving like this. Okay. Now what my PPT says. So here draw the graph g of x, second graph g of x I have to draw how f of x plus a. Okay, the increment should be with the slider. So here I am creating my second function g of x. G of x is equal to, what is that? It is f of x plus a. So this is how I am connecting my slider and the function. Slider name only we are giving here. So as and when I am moving the slider, it will move. So see, my graph is now in left hand corner. I want to move my graph to the middle. So what I will do, one thing is I can use move thing I can use here and bring my graph. Just to click it and drag it, it will come here. Otherwise here, move graphics view. In this way also you can do. More than one method for certain things available. Okay, so move. I have no. See what is happening here. A changing. If A is changing, you see the curve, the vertical change only is happening here. So the range will change. That explanation we can easily tell our children. Okay, vertical movement of the graph. X square plus 3, x square plus 4. What is happening to our graph? Okay, vertical movement. So a constant is happening here. Vertex is shifting the origin actually. That is what is happening. The vertex of the parabola is just shifting the origin. So this we can show here like this. Suppose you want to give an animation to this one, that is also possible. See here left hand, there is an play button. Okay, play button. If you click that one, it will show on its own. You don't have to drag a. It will automatically move up and down. Okay, this way, where to where it will move, -5 to +5 it will move, because we have given that movement from -5 to 5 only. If you want to change that, you can change -10 to +10. How you want to do, the same way you can do it. If you want to stop the movement, okay, click the button, pause, it will stop automatically. Okay, now that moving one, okay, this graph I want to show the trace. Okay, if you want to show the trace of this one, show trace, show label, show object, rename, delete, all these are available if you put the right click here. So right click, and then if I show the animation, you see what is happening to the graph. That tracing of that movement is showing. These are all will be interesting for the students when they see all these things. Different patterns, beautiful patterns you can make, flower pattern and the geometrical patterns and all you can make with this one. And if I don't want to show this, press Control F. Okay, it will go. Press Control F, it will go on its own. Okay. So I will remove the trace here. See, there is a tick mark in this one. I am just removing the tick mark here, so it will not show hereafter. Okay, it will not show hereafter. So Control F, it will show. It will not. So my earlier graph I got. Now what my PPT says next. Observe how the graph f of x changes according to a, that we saw already. So the graph changes, range changes, we can explain here. Okay, then we create an input box for the editing the function and editing the slider. So that we will do now. Create input box. So we already said input box, the left hand corner also we can input. Otherwise, we can input here. Okay, here the advantage is we can immediately change the function. That is the idea. So F, I am giving the name here. New name for function G. Okay, I have given the name. So here caption F, the linked object Fy. Okay, for this I have given the name here. It should show here, but it didn't come. 1 second. Input box. Let me do undo 1 second. I'm sorry. One second. Let me do it again. So here input box. Simply giving my function, which thing to link they are asking. So I want to link my basic function to this one. Let me try. So here it will show y is equal to x square is the linked object. Now I will, the advantage of this is if I want to change it here, I can change. So let me change the power to 3 here. Okay, power to 3. So the graph will should change here. 1 second. Some glitches happening. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Old version, it comes very nicely. This is a new version of this. I'm sorry, teachers. I'll explain from the beginning. So let me try to change here. It actually should change here. That input box is not working in this one. I don't know. Maybe you try in your ones. Here I will show the change. So y is equal to x cube. If I am trying to give the change, my graph will change here to y equal to x cube graph. Actually, input box should work. It is actually easy. Whenever you give the change in this box, it will automatically change. So whatever you have done, it will change here also. So this is didn't work for me. So here, if I have to put another slider, then I can give the slider if you want to show any movement. Okay, what I have to do is another function I will define here. So simply equal to I am giving, it will give the name automatically. Okay, so h of x is equal to h of x plus a I am giving. So see I connected my graph, basic graph to my slider with that tool. So if I am changing the slider, now the movement of x cube is changing. So here also the movement is vertically. So here in this graph, even if it's a vertical movement, the range is not changing, we understand, because of the particularity of the y equal to x cube graph. And if you want to change the graph to mode function, let me change here itself. Here itself, I am deleting and changing my graph. Then my input box, maybe that will help you. So modulus function, it is there in your keyboard here. You can see in your keyboard. Okay, this is the mode function. So here mode x in my keyboard. Otherwise ABS, if you type also, you will get it. ABS is the command for absolute value function of x. So in that way, different mode functions you can show here. Okay, the movement like this. So again, the range, domain, everything you can discuss with this one. Okay, so this is one of the idea which I explained in my PPT, and create input boxes and observe the different changes for the different functions here. Now, what if my function changes here, as I said in earlier question, the change is given to x rather than f of x plus a, I'm giving the change to x. So what will happen to my function? So that and all we can observe now. So instead of giving the change, here I am giving the change. Okay. So let me delete this one. So after deleting, I am creating now new. It is what I want is equal to, okay, equal to y, y or equal to, even if you give y, it will automatically change the name also. Okay. So mode, let me change, take the mode here. Mode x plus a I am giving. So mode x plus a I give, plus enter. So it will show now when your a is moving, the movement is horizontal. So here also you can explain a lot of things. When x plus a is happening, the movement is from the original graph, it is moving towards when the value is negative, the movement is like this. Okay, towards it is coming. Okay, when the a value is positive, it is moving towards the left side. Okay, so these are all you can explain in your class. Different modulus functions you can explain. Okay, teachers. Hello, are you following? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we are following.
Yeah, okay. This is one idea which is explained. I think you a basic idea, if you get, you yourself can explore it. It's easy only. We just have to be handy with this things. That's it. Now here, what if the sign change, the odd function, even function and all, you can explain with the sign change. Okay. So for this function, maybe let me come back to my y equal to x square graph. So if you want to hide the other ones, I can hide here. Just to click it, other ones will go. Okay. So I have done my f of x equal to x square graph. In this one, if I change the symbol to minus sign, what will happen? Okay. So the graph will turn its reflection. It will reflect about the x-axis that you can explain. So here, 0 to infinity, the range became minus infinity to 0. All these things you can explain. The domain doesn't change. In that way, you can explain these ideas with the different graphs. You try with the different graphs. Okay, so this is one graph, and maybe whatever I given here is here. I've told modulus function x cube. This is greatest integer function. Okay, that also I can explain. Greatest integer function graph also I can explain. So 1 second. So here greatest integer function, to show that you can give the command floor. Floor is the command for the greatest integer function. Then if you give like this, it will show the greatest integer function like this. So floor function. Okay, FLOOR you type, you will get it. Okay, absolute value function, ABS. Otherwise it will, there is one CAS tool. If you take also, you will get different functions, what you have to give, that also it will tell automatically. These are all, you once we get the basic things, we can explore with this thing. That's it. Okay, and then what else? So these are all the my first slide shows. So you just try with the different functions like this. What are all the changes happening when the x square is added with some number, subtracted with some number? Okay, modulus functions, how it is changing from left to right, the domain changes, range changes. 1 by x graph, very easy to explain the 1 by x, 1 by x minus 1, 1 by x plus 2. All these, this is very simple to explain that concept also. Okay. For example, y is equal to, sorry, it's asking you rename because I'm using the same name here. Okay, it will automatically ask you. So here I want 1 by x graph. So I'm just giving 1 by x, 1 by x. So it will show automatically the 1 by x graph. I want to hide my x square. So I'm minus x square, I'm hiding here. So 1 by x square graph will not touch the point x is equal to 0. The line origin, it will go greater and greater when it comes towards the x value, and goes minus minus minus, negative negative, larger and larger. It will go, I mean, smaller and smaller when it comes from left side. All these things you can explain. What happens if there is a sign number change, x minus 2? So how the position is changing. So at the 2, it is not defined. You can explain. You can also draw the line x is equal to 2 and show that that is an asymptote to the graph. That is, it will not touch that x equal to 2 line. All these things you can explain. Okay. And change the number, change the graph, it will change the positions. So again, you can explain the domain range and the different family of functions. So kindly explore with the substituting different functions. So basically what we have to do, input box is there. It will show the keypad also in this one. When you click the enter button, keypad will automatically come here. So you can simply type in this one, and the next f of x There is another option here, sine function, cosine function. Directly also you can take, you can type also. From your keyboard, you can type also. Both are possible. So any function you can take from here. Square root function, while giving it, you have to remember one thing. Square root function, it's not a function. Okay, y square equal to x is not a function. So it will not, the graph will not show here if you simply put a y square is equal to x. So you have to mention plus root x or minus root x. Clearly you have to mention, otherwise it will not show the graph. Okay, here y equal to x square. See, my input box also, it is showing here, it is working here. You can substitute here also, you can enter in this input box. Okay, so if you give minus x square, it will be a different graph, it will show a different graph. See, it automatically gives the names also. So here I'm just giving equal to minus root x. Minus root x, if I am giving, it will show the minus root x graph like this. If you want to change the color of anything, simply right click, object properties will come in that one. Change the color, change the thickness, everything is possible. If you right click, go for the settings, okay, color, style, everything can be changed in this one. So kindly explore with that. Okay, here you can even show that vertical line test of the function. Okay, why it is not a function. For example, y is equal to 2 if I'm typing. Sorry, not y equal to 2, x equal to 2, I have to. Sorry, x equal to 2 if I am typing, it is not a function because the vertical line touches more than one point of the graph. Okay, so all these ideas you can explain using this one. And this is not just what we are explaining now is simply the graph idea only. This is a dynamic graph because animations can be given. Okay, animations can be given. So best thing is derivatives and all we can learn easily, teach easily using this one. Let me show you one. Can I move to the next teachers?
Yes, ma'am.
Here I am just trying how to teach the derivatives using the GeoGebra. Okay, so let us go to that. So here to explore the concept of the derivative of the function through the concept of the derivative of a function at a point. So that is what we are trying to draw. So what the advantages prior to the class, you can create an applet and keep ready. Okay, as and when you unhide the button, it will automatically show one by one. That is the use. So in front of the children, you don't have to fix everything. You can beforehand itself, you can prepare an applet and keep it. Okay. So we will try to create an applet for finding the derivative of x cube minus 12x plus 4. How to find the derivative we will see now. Are you anybody following with me? Are you working out in the system or should I wait? I'm asking. Should I wait? Or shall I continue? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. So let me draw the graph of this function first. Okay. So let me take a new sheet. Okay. So here, let me substitute my function y or f of x. F of x is equal to x cube as and when you draw itself, it will start showing the graph. That is one beauty of this one. Okay, plus 4. So in this one I have created. Now I'm using my move tool to make it center here, and control key if you press and if you move here and there your scrolling button, then also it will move here. Okay, even now it is not what I am required for me. So what I'm trying to do, I will change the axis here. Okay, what I'm doing here, right click to my x-axis. So x-axis it's showing. I am just keeping 1 to 10 as my unit. I'm changing the unit of my graph. Okay, because I want in this way. Then I'm keeping my control button and now scrolling down. It's actually zooming in, zooming out I'm doing. Because I want it in this way. Okay. So here center in the center I can bring, or else this button also you can use. So I'm just centered this one. Now I want a slider. Okay, I want a slider for movement of my point. So I will create a slider here with an increment of 0.01. Okay, I created a slider. Now I'm creating an input box for x is equal to a. I'm just typing x is equal to a. So I will get one straight line here. Okay, I will get a straight line if I substitute x equal to a. As and when you move your a value, that straight line also will move. Okay, why this is a helping line for me. This is only a helping line because I want this intersection point for that only. So I'm taking the point and pressing here in the middle of both these lines. So I will get the intersection point. Okay, now I will hide my helping line. Okay, helping line I don't want. I want only this point A to move according to my slider. For that I have done that. Another method. Earlier also one method we saw. Okay. Now I need a tangent which is passing through this point A. Okay, tangent line. So here the line, this line take 1, 2, 3, fourth one menu. If you look at it, you will get the tangents point here. Okay, it will show here down. You see, select a point, select the line. So you have to select the point and select the curve, then you will get the tangent to that particular curve at that particular point. So that is what we are doing. So selecting the point and selecting the curve will give you the tangent. Now you see, if I'm moving with the slider, okay, the tangent also is moving. I can understand. Tangent line is also moving. Okay, I didn't like the color of my tangent, so I am changing my color of the tangent. 1 second. Settings I am taking. So color I will choose it to be some blue or something like that. Okay, just for only to know that. Okay. So here, so as and when A is moving, the tangent is moving. Now what I want to find these slope. Okay, at these points A, I need the slope of these tangents. So there is a this symbol, you see, angle symbol. Below that, the slope is available. Okay, if you click the line, you will get the slope. That's what they are saying. Now you see, you move the curve, it will automatically show the slope also. It will show the slope. See, you can explain the increasing, decreasing functions and all with this one. F dash x is lesser than 0 here. Okay, f dash x is greater than 0 here. All these ideas, slope is changing. Okay, at this particular point, slope is 0. The line is vertical, I mean horizontal line parallel to x-axis. All these things you can explain with this one. Okay, in this way you can explain. Now, what I want is, I'm just trying to find another point here. Okay, another point along with this A, that point I want to move. What is the coordinate of that point? X coordinate of the point A, whereas Y coordinate will be the slope. Okay, so I am choosing a point B, capital B equal to, okay, the X coordinate is A, that is it has to move along with my slider. So A, and Y coordinate will be the slope, that is whatever the slope is there, accordingly my B has to move. In that way I am choosing my point B. See, here A is moving, accordingly B. What is that? It is the derivative. Okay, it is a derivative. F dash x it is. How will I show this? I can show the trace of that one. Right click B. Right click B, show trace. Now you move your slider. Now you move your slider. That is the derivative. Derivative of this function. How do you know this is the derivative of the function? You can type and see. You know the derivative, right? So g of x. This is temporary only. That locus is temporary only. If you want really the graph, you have to type. So we know that it is 3x square, isn't it? 3 x square minus 12. 3x square minus 12. Okay, now you give the animation. Sorry, animation is not moving. 1 second, somewhere some mistake happened. What happened to my B? Something I made a mistake. B was moving correctly only, no?
Is on the x-axis point. Now it is right.
Okay, what I tried to draw is the f dash x. If I simply type f dash x also, it will come, I think. 1 second. F dash x. The typing only we are making mistake. Okay. Okay.
Now you do the tracing. Tracing will come on.
Yeah, tracing is coming along that line. So in this way you can prove that is the derivative of this function. And this way you can give the animation. It will automatically, it will go up and down until +5 and -5. Between those value, it will change. So this is one activity. You can explore with other functions as well. Okay, I hope this was useful. Was it useful? I don't know.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Next, I will try to show the integration also. This is one differentiation I have just showed only one. You try with the sin x, cos x, all these one you can try. Okay, same method what we have followed just now, the same it is showing in my PPT. I will share this PPT. Okay, this one I will share this one. So you will know how you have to draw this. So I have just given an assignment also. You can try that later. Now, how to trace the area under the curve for the integration chapter. That also I will show you. So let me take a new one. If you want to save this one, you can save. So what will happen now? If you save this one, okay, it will say, it will ask you where it will go and save. So it will ask you, you may need to give a username and password on your account and create an account. It will go to that one. Okay. So if you have one like that, it will save. Otherwise, you don't have to. So here I didn't sign it, I think. That is why it is come. 1 second. I didn't sign in, so that is why it is not coming. I will show you a different one. Yeah, here is mine. I have already opened once. So this one file, edit, all these ones are there. File, if you take open, whatever you have already done, it will be there. So these are all already you have done. If you want to share to the public people to see, that way also share it, you can give. Otherwise, private means you can do the private also. So once you share this one, you can, others also can view that. If you don't give that share, private option. Okay, so remember that. And already a lot of resources are there. If you want, already some people have done and something you want to see. For example, trigonometric values or sin x curve you want to see, sin x something, you give that, so it will come automatically. Okay, the graph of sin x. Some people already would have tried, all these things will be there. You also can learn from this one. Okay, that is the use. How you will learn? See, there is a right hand corner. If you right hand here somewhere, somewhere here, there is a protocol, something is written. See, construction protocol. If you see, take this one, what are the commands you have to give? That algebraic window, what are the commands you have to give? It will show. You take any of the already resourced, applets, you take it. Construction protocol, you take it. What you have to type here, you will get that. What some people have already tried, that you will get it. Okay, through the construction protocol, you can learn. And here now I would try to, we are trying now the integration. Okay, so our famous curve y is equal to x square itself. So y equal to x square. Now I will give my second function as my x-axis, because about x-axis I want my area. So y equal to 0. This is my second function. Now integral I want. So integral, if you type this itself, it will ask you, okay, what type you want, integral, simply integral, or integral between two curves. It will ask you, and what command, how you have to give everything it on its own, it will tell you. See here, function, start value, end value. So if you give this one, you will get between that integration value you will get. Okay, so I'm trying this one. So my start function is f, that name I am giving, comma, my second function g, and the start value, let me give it as -2. Okay, and the end value, let me give it as +2. Okay, see here the graph will automatically show shaded one. It will show. So this is the graph. If I want to move this and show, okay, here it is showing. So this is the graph. Area also it will automatically says here. Area is actually 5.33, shows here. Okay, and if you want to change your function, okay, you can change it. Let me change my function. Delete. Okay, I will change my function to mod x function. Enter. So it will show the mod x function, area equal to 4 you will get. So this way we can show the shadings of the graphs easily to find the integration and all. So this is one tool. If you type the integration, you will get different versions between two graphs. You want to show that, or all these things you can explore yourself. Anything else you want me to show? These are all what I have planned for the day.